believe in yourself. Do not live with nobody. People can be dirty. Have a fresh start, have to pay bills. You may not get approved. The hold on. The onlys. Welcome back to my YouTube.
I'm hoping you say 2 or 3. Agree? Indeed, you look good and we came to party, but I don't wanna waste my time. I'll waste your time. I'll waste your time.
This was a highly requested video. I had a couple people ask me about how I moved into my apartment. I'm 20 years old now, y'all, so I've been here for about 5 months now. I moved in here when I was 19. Moved in here in August, y'all. August of 2024. So far, y'all, I really do enjoy living by myself. You know, I'm gonna give you guys more of the tips and the runs around. Y'all want to learn about all that stuff? Stay tuned for the video. Okay. If you guys see me looking down on anything, it's because I'm on my iPad, y'all, so I'm just gonna be looking at the questions that I wrote down to let you guys know the best stuff. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is where to start. First thing y'all need to do is start with saving. Don't start looking at no apartments with nothing in your account. I know people say go start with your next check, but that's not the smartest thing to do. Me personally, I wanted to be able to make sure that I was still saving my money and still making sure that I have more money while I'm living here. I don't just be living check to check. If I have to move out or anything, I have no source of savings. So make sure that you guys have saving to the side, no shade. So I would say you need to save at least 3 months of whatever rent that you have. You never know what's gonna happen, y'all. You never know if you're gonna get laid off from your job. Your car could break down if you do have a car. Ubers can get really expensive. Electric bill can get really expensive. So you wanna make sure that you have some extra money put to the side where you're not struggling. Y'all don't want to struggle, like no shade. Y'all do not want to struggle. Moving into an apartment, y'all, that's really a big girl thing. Do not rush the process, real stuff. The second tip I have for you guys is where to look. So whatever city you're in, don't try to move too far out the city. Try to live close to places that are by grocery stores or by where you work, so you're not, if you again don't have a car, you don't have to spend too much money on Ubers every day. And if you do have a car, it's just a quick distance. Everything adds up, bills add up, so you're still gonna have to be putting money, gas in your car and things like that. So you want to make sure that you're living close to the area, as close as you can, because you don't want to be just traveling far of a distance to get anywhere. It should be a gas station, walking distance. It should be something somewhere, you know what I mean? Make sure that you're living close to things. Third thing I'm going to be talking about is credit. I'm thankful for my parents for growing my credit. So I had an extremely high credit score when I moved into my first apartment. Credit score matters. I don't care what anybody says, credit score matters. When you have a high credit, you're gonna be paying less. When you have a medium credit, you're gonna be paying a little bit more. And when you have low credit, you're gonna be paying a lot. And you're gonna need a cosigner. You need to build your credit, so you don't need a cosigner, because again, it could be hard getting a cosigner. That's their credit too. They have to trust you with. You don't pay your bills, their credit's gonna go down also. Try not to rely on nobody. Try to build your credit as much as you can so that you can do things on your own. So that's a really important thing, y'all. Make sure that you are building your credit early, you know. And again, with credit, make sure that you're gonna be paying your credit card off on time. Do not just get to swiping. Paying bills and putting stuff on your credit card is gonna add up, y'all. So just be smart, really be smart. Number 5, to relate back to a car, if you have one, is car parking. If you're living in a little more bougie apartment, you will be having to pay for car parking. So my car parking here is $35 a month, and I personally don't like my car parking because it is outside. It's not an underground, which I would have requested, you know, because why are we paying for car parking and we're still outside, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, y'all. So make sure that if you have a car, you have money for also the car parking, because underground, I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost more. 6 times out of 10, you're gonna have to pay for car parking. Tip number 6, y'all, I don't feel like people talk about this enough, but your management. Make sure that you are on good terms with your management, because you never know what can happen. If you're into it with your management, people are people at the end of the day. If being dirty and they catch you on camera and stuff like that, they can find a way to evict you. So make sure that you are on a good note with your management. You have at least a decent bond with them, and you're paying your rent on time, guys. Make sure you're paying your rent on time. Really important step. Real stuff. Pay your rent on time. If you feel like you're gonna be late, again, don't move into an apartment you're not ready. You're not. Real stuff. This is real life, y'all. Your credit is gonna go down. It's just gonna be too much. So make sure that you're good with management. Another thing with management, y'all, that I have learned, you don't want to like come in your apartment. Make sure that your apartment is clean. Make sure you don't have no illegal pets, y'all. Make sure if you have those type of pets, make sure you hide them or take them out. I shouldn't even put this in the video, but real stuff, yeah. Will do, of course they're gonna give you notices and everything, but make sure that you're keeping your apartment up to par, because you will again have to pay for all the damages once you leave. So try not to damage it as much as you can. Number 7, y'all, is going to be budgeting. This is a really good one, y'all. Make a list, a checklist about how much your bills are going to be and your checks. So your checks, if you work full-time and you have 40 hours a week and 80 hours every 2 weeks, your checks are going to be pretty similar. So make sure that you're cutting it up $50 or $60 out of each check for groceries. Me personally, I would request that you guys take half of your checks and split it in half for rent. So your first check, take what, $500 out, or how much half your rent is. I save more personally with that. I save way more money splitting my checks up, and try to just live off $100. Don't try to eat out as much, y'all, because eating out will really take up all your money. I try not to eat out, but when I was eating out a lot, I noticed a really big difference. Make sure you're learning how to cook at home. Real stuff. Number 8 on the list is a fully furnished apartment or furnishing your apartment. Me personally, y'all, I did have a fully furnished apartment day one when I moved in, and I have a couple tips, a couple really good tips to make sure that you guys can do the same. If you can't, it's perfectly fine, y'all. You don't have to have a fully furnished apartment, but me personally, I had to do the most. I really did. So I literally bought everything. I had everything first day. Everything was in here day one. I had it all, you know what I mean? What I would recommend, y'all, is that you pay for the biggest stuff before you move out. When I had started buying things, it was like around holidays, so I had got like deals like on my couch. I got like what, 20% off. Make sure you're catching the deals. Facebook Market is gonna be your best friend, y'all. Facebook Market, it's a lot of used stuff on there, but high quality, like barely used. I bought my table off of there, my lamps off of there, and my fireplace. Then in a brand new couch. I don't know where people butts been at. You know what I mean? So I did need a new couch, but again, you can always get a couch off Facebook Market. Thank God for my mom, because she gifted me my TV, so I was good with that. She gifted me my pots and my pans. Like, shout out my mom. Really shout out my mom, because my dad said she gave me that too. Really just make sure while you're living with your parents or whoever you're living with that you're buying things beforehand, because you're again not gonna have to pay bills. You shouldn't be paying bills by that point. You should be, you know, spending. I did spend most of my checks at that point on my items, because again, it's a good investment though. So I feel like that's a good thing to do, y'all. Make sure that you're investing. And I did, y'all, I did have literally, I should show y'all the tote. It was a big Target tote, and I filled that up with like cleaning supplies, hygiene products, towels, bathroom things. Like, I filled that tote up to the top, so when I moved out, again, I didn't have to go to the store at all. The only time I had to go to the store was for food. That's the smartest option, y'all, if y'all want to have a furnished apartment, because it is going to be harder once you get into your apartment to buy big items, because again, you're going to be using majority of your checks on your bills. Number 9, y'all, this is an important topic, is luxury apartments. Do not go broke trying to live a luxury lifestyle that you see on Instagram, on Pinterest, none of that. Live in your budget. I don't care if it's gonna be a white refrigerator. I don't know why people even talk about white refrigerators, because if my apartment, if I loved the apartment and it had a white refrigerator, so what? This is your home. You know what I mean? This is what you worked hard for. So if it's a white refrigerator, it's a white refrigerator. You know what I mean? Don't let people knock your hustle. You still in your apartment at the end of the day, y'all. So don't let people make you feel like you're not better than others because you have a white refrigerator and white appliances. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Live in your budget. If you know that your checks are only what, $1,500 or $1,400, do not try to go out your way in an apartment, a $1,600 apartment. Try to live in like a $1,300 apartment, because you still are going to have to pay for your electric bill, maybe parking. Some people pay for water, some people pay for garbage. Me personally, thank God I don't have to pay for water or garbage, it's included, but I do have to pay for electricity. My bills usually rank around $50 to $70. It's cold in Minnesota, y'all, so my heater stays on. I don't care. I'm not going to be here cold and miserable. I'm going to make sure I'm toasted. Just make sure that you're living in your budget. Don't try to go overboard, because again, anything can happen. You don't want to be stuck. Number 10, Look in the unit with your own eyes. What you see online could literally not be what you see in person. It could be dirty in there. Make sure whatever apartment that you believe that you want to live in, make sure that they give you a tour of the apartment you're going to be living in. Thank God, because this apartment that I live in, I was the first one to live in here. It's a freshly built building, so I wasn't really necessarily worried about it. I did do a walkthrough, took pictures of everything when I first got my keys. Another tip, make sure that you run all the water, turn your heat on, your air on, dishwasher, use the microwave, use the stove, use basically everything, your toilet, everything is working. Make sure you're taking pictures, y'all, pictures of the unit before you even put anything down. Make sure you're opening cabinets, because it could be a mice infestation, it could be any type of infestation. Move the oven, move everything. Also clean everything top to bottom, y'all. Even though it was a freshly clean apartment, a freshly new apartment, I was scrubbing walls, y'all. I was scrubbing the floor, I was scrubbing everything, because again, people was still in here. This is my space, you know what I mean? Number 11, so if you can, y'all, make sure that you have an in-unit washer and dryer. My next apartment, I will be moving into a unit with a washer and dryer in unit, because people can be dirty. Thank God that each floor in my apartment building has its own washer and dryer, but again, people can be dirty. People can leave their nasty here and there. You don't know what people got going on, you know what I mean? I personally, I bleach. I spray bleach before I use it. I make sure I clean it out before I use it, because I don't be playing no games. But I feel like it's smarter if you have a washer and dryer in unit. You might have to pay for water with that. Number 12 on the list is renter specials. I had a month free rent, and that gave me a lot of leeway to have my next month's rent paid. I had more time. You're literally living there 30 days for free. It was the best time. I just felt too good. I didn't even have to pay for parking that money, y'all. It was the best. Just make sure you're looking out for deals, because 9 times out of 10, mostly freshly built apartments, they're gonna have that special deal. Or you can ask them for specials. Most of the time, if you're new, they're gonna give you that month free. Number 13 on the list is make sure that you have a selection of apartments that you want to live in. When I was looking for apartments, I was like, yeah, the first one I found, I'm like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one I'm going to be living in. I already visioned everything I had going on. I'm like, this is the one. And then I looked at the reviews. Baby, it was roach infested. It was mice infested. It was literally everything infested. I'm like, dang, I literally have to go back to square one. I didn't even tour the house, y'all. I was like, dang, like I thought this was the one I wanted to live in. I was ready to set up my application and everything. And y'all, make sure you're reading the reviews. That's something that's really important, because them people don't be lying on there. Them people do not be telling not one tale. Make sure you're reading about management, because management could really be poor, y'all. So like the apartment online, it could be very big online. Of course, they gonna finesse the pictures, make units look bigger than what they are. So you might like the units online, but you might not like it in person. Keep a selection of apartments that you wanna search, so that you're not stuck with one decision. Also, y'all, as much as it sucks, you may not get approved. Like sometimes, mostly if you're living in a low-income apartment, you could not get approved because you could be making too much, or you could not be making as much. And you also, in apartments, you have to make 2 times the rent. Most apartments that I have read will want you to do. They want to make sure that you're financially stable, that you have a job. There are programs out there that can help you. But again, if you just want to get in and get out, because those programs take a while to do, just make sure you got everything, you know, collected. It really sucks, y'all. It literally sucks, because my apartment that I'm in now, y'all, I was literally foaming at the mouth. I was foaming at the mouth. I was so mad because they was playing with me. They was literally taking forever. I didn't know if I was getting approved, you know, like, it's gonna stress you out. I'm not gonna lie, apartment hunting and moving day, that's really stressful. People make it look cute, but it's a stressful time, y'all. So make sure you're prepared for the trials and tribulations. Number 14 is make sure that you try to move in on the 1st of the month or the last day of the month. They will try to charge you day for day, y'all. If you try to move in the middle of the month, it's really no point, because you're gonna be ending up paying more money. So make sure that you're trying to move in on the 1st or the last of the month. Those are the best times to move in. Have a fresh start. It's gonna be easier. You're just gonna be paying your rent and calling it a day. 15 is do not rush the process. If you have to force it, do not do it. Do not do it. If you're already struggling before you move into the apartment, do not do it, y'all. And I'm really being so honest with y'all, because it is hard. It's not hard, but it can be hard paying your bills if you do not have the money for it. You know what I mean? If you don't have the money for it, just wait. And I know it could be hard because there are toxic things, but if you don't have the money for it, do not be stressed trying to live in this apartment. Real stuff. 16, y'all, is do not be afraid to ask questions. When you have that paper in front of you, it's gonna be a big packet of papers. Read everything. First of all, read everything that's in that packet, because they do not be playing. You know what I mean? Ask them if the rent is gonna be raised. When you do have to renew your lease, ask them how long are your leases. Make sure you get the manuals for the dishwasher, for the oven, for the stoves, because me personally, I had a hard time with the dishwasher because I had never used one before. My mama had a dishwasher, everything, y'all. Sometimes out of 10, y'all, they're gonna offer like free items with it. Like there was plungers, I got cutting board, like they're gonna have things in there, but make sure that you're asking questions to your management before you sign those papers, everything that you're signing up for. Bonus tip, y'all, do not live with nobody. Please do not get a roommate. Do not think, oh, let me move in with my best friend. Do not think, oh, let me move in with this man. Move in by yourself, boo, because literally anything can happen. You do not want to be in somebody's face all day. Trust me, I know. Trust me, you know what I mean? So just make sure that if you're gonna move out, just move by yourself. I suggest it, I recommend it. You know, you can have people come in and leave when you want them to go. It's gonna be your house. This is your house. And another bonus tip is managing school and work. Y'all, if you're gonna be in school while you're paying rent, make sure that you are ready for the tough times. You're gonna be going to work and have to literally hop on your Zoom at school. You're going to have to hop on your Zoom back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, you're going to be tired. You're going to be tired. Me personally, I'm going to school, y'all. Just be prepared. You know, just be prepared for the sleepless nights. Do online if you can. If you are more of an in-person learner, do what you have to do. But online courses, I feel like that's the smartest decision, and it is gonna pay off, y'all. So if you're gonna do that, or if you're not in school, make sure that you're going to do that. No shade. We need to talk about deposits, y'all. We need to talk about deposits. Deposit, you would think, oh, it's cute. The application fee is gonna be at least $25. Then they're gonna want a holding fee. They're gonna want a deposit. My deposit was $300. So mind you, I just paid $350 just to even sign up. So you're gonna have to pay $350, and sometimes if you get denied, that $50 you're not gonna get back. So $300, they're gonna send you your deposit back, but $350, you're gonna need some money to even apply, y'all. In order for me to move in, I had to pay 1 month's rent plus a security deposit. Altogether, I paid what, like $1,600, or what? It was more than that. It was like $2,000 flat, y'all. It was something like that. It was in between $1,600 and $2,000. So make sure you have money just to get into the apartment, y'all, because it's not cheap. I don't let nobody tell you it's cheap to even get into the apartment, because it's really not. That's why I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to have a fully furnished apartment, get everything first. Please literally get everything first, because me personally, I don't know how I would have done it. I don't know. I would have still been sitting on the floor. I would have still been sleeping on the floor. No TV, no nothing. So make sure that y'all are getting on your Zoom if you want a furnished apartment. And I'm not saying y'all can't do it. You can always DoorDash. You can always, you know, do things like that. But it would be smarter for you to just have your stuff going on now. You know what I mean? This is going to be the last tip that I have for you guys. Sure, if you can, get an animal. Get an animal. That's all I have to say, y'all. Get an animal, because if you're gonna live by yourself, it is going to get lonely. I'm a homebody. I love being alone, but sometimes I'm just like, dang, like, I do want people to come over. I do want to hang out with people, but then I have my son. I have my cat, y'all. I love my cat. He make me feel like I'm not lonely in here, like I'm not gonna be talking to walls. I talk to my cat. I love my cat. So make sure you're getting an animal, or you're getting something so that you're not so alone in here. Make sure that you're doing hobbies, y'all. Keeping yourself busy. You don't want to be in your apartment bored. It's so much to do. Decorating, I love decorating, y'all. I decorate for every season. I do have to decorate again, but I have my Christmas stuff out. All my Christmas stuff. I shop at Target. I love their dollar section at Target. You don't have to go crazy. That is it for the video. If you guys have more questions, I would love to answer them in the comments. I hope this video was very helpful for you guys, because I know there are people that do want to move into their apartment at a younger age. So just make sure that you are being smart. Believe in yourself, y'all. You can do it. If you want to do it, trust you can do it. You can do it. Real stuff. So just believe in yourself. the onlys, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. More videos will be coming. I will be more consistent with y'all, but thank you guys for watching my video. Bye.
Trust in me. I can't, you said I can't trust in you.